Welcome to part 5 of the Lua Basics tutorial. It's going to be the final part of the entire series, so we're just going to wrap it up with some fun. So what we're going to do today is implement some sound effects, some visual effects, and also just a simple animation where we're going to rotate the pickup. So let's get into it. Once you've opened up the project, first thing we're going to do is add rotation to our spheres, so a bit of animation. So to do that, we need to add a custom property first to our script on the item pickup. So let's open up an item pickup, go down to script. You'll notice we can't add a custom property. The reason we can't add a custom property is because it's a template and it's instanced. So in this case, we need to right click the parent, which is item pickup, and disinstance this object. So now that we've deinstanced the object, we can go back down to script and we can add a custom property. In this case, we just want to add a rotation. We'll just call it rotation. Just go to the Z and type in 30. So not the X or the Y, just the Z. We'll save that. And we want to go back to here and update the template from this. So now that we've done that, we want to go back to the script. Apologies for that. We're going to have to actually de-instance this game object. Go down to the script. We're going to copy this line of code. Copy. Paste it in here, update the variable name like we usually do, just save that script, go back to the hierarchy and we'll update the template from that, update template from this, and then back to the script. So now that we have a rotation, we can easily implement some animation. So just follow along with this line of code. We want geometry, colon, rotate, continuous, then bracket bracket, and within that bracket we want rotation. Paste that there, save this, press play. Look at your spheres, they're rotating. There you go, that's animation. It's made pretty simple in core. There's plenty of things you can do with it, but yeah, nice work. Now that we've got some simple animation happening on our items, let's add some sound effects for when the player picks up the item, like a coin, much like Mario. To do this, we want to actually add a sound effects to our item pickup. So let's go to core content. I've searched one previously, and I'm just going to use cash coin small. You want to drag that into the item pickup. Yes, de-instance, that's fine. Now that the template's de-instance, we can go down to pickup item and actually add a core reference to the sound effects. So we'll go core object reference, SFX, add property, and we'll just drag that cache into here. From there, let's copy the line of code like usual, paste it up the top, change it to sound effects, and we'll save that. And from here, it's very simple. All we need to go to is update score. So that's when the player will collide with the trigger. And we go SFX colon play bracket bracket. We'll save that. And then we'll go back to the hierarchy to make sure this is an updated template, or else we'll run into an issue. Let's update template from this, press play, and test out the trigger. Awesome, sound effect is done. So now that we've got a sound effect, let's also have a visual effect so players feel more empowered when they see it, or when they pick up an item. I've got one in mind already, so let's go to core content. And we're going to go to resurrection, pull that into screen. We're just going to play around with a few of the settings. So if you haven't already, tick the advanced settings, which opens up a few more things that we can do with it. And all I want to enable is a spiral. So let's just disable those. So if we press play now, we'll have this nice, like almost tornado effect to it. So that's what we want. So now let's go to the hierarchy and drag that into the item pickup. Again, de-instance, that's fine. We'll go down to the pickup item, core object reference, and this time we want VFX, so visual effects. Add property, drag that resurrection VFX into the empty slot. Save that. We're going to copy the line of code that's built for us and paste that into the pickup item script. And again, change the variable to VFX. And just like we did with the sound effects, we want to go down here, VFX, play, bracket, save, and make sure we've updated the template as well. Update template from this. You'll notice we have an issue with the actual resurrection being in the wrong spot. So what we're going to do is de-instance, go to resurrection, go to position, just make it 0, 0, 0, and then we'll update the template from that. And they should be on the right spot, which they are. All right, from here, let's press play. Let's run over an item. There you go. And that takes us to the end of the Lua Basics tutorial series. I hope you found it helpful. I hope this was actually an enjoyable experience for you, and whether this was making your first game ever or your first game on Core, I hope you learnt something. If you do have more questions, that's great. That means you're curious, means you're interested in learning and expanding your knowledge on game development. So keep that going. But yeah, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. If you want to continue seeing tutorials like this in the future from me, make sure you subscribe and like. It's the best indication I have right now to continue in that direction. Yeah, the Twitch stuff I'll link in the description as always, and yeah, I'll see you in the next tutorial series, which will be kit bashing.